Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. Today we'll be looking at various cases of revenue recognition. You can also watch our previous videos on revenue recognition basics, creation of rules, categories, assigning rules to the item, etc. So today we'll be focusing on rules, various cases. Okay, so in our first case, you can see that we got the advance from our customer and services yet to be delivered. So it will take 4 months to get completed. So we need to book revenue for 4 months. So at every stage, there are journal effects such as at the time of receiving payment, advance received from the customer, entry would be cash account debit to customer. Whereas while booking invoice, our entry would be like customer account debit to deferred revenue. Here we are crediting deferred revenue. And while recognizing revenue, at the time of recognizing revenue, this deferred revenue account will get reversed here. So here we are debiting deferred revenue account and here we are booking our revenue. So it is credited here. Okay. So we are, in this case, we received advance payment from our customer for rupees 2 lakh. Also, we created invoice for rupees 2 lakh and we need to recognize this revenue for the 4 months. So here we are using the method evenly. Okay, so at every year we need to book rupees 50,000. So let's have a look on that. First, we'll receive the advance from the customer. Accept customer payment. Select the customer name. It is Meet Limited. Select the account. Now enter the amount here. 2 lakh rupees. Now let's save this. Here I'm just giving the date 20th of November. We will apply this payment later. So we have received the advance payment from customer. The next entry would be, next step is to create the SO first. Enter sales order. Select the customer name. Okay. Now select the currency list. It is the mandatory field. Now come to the line item. Select the item here. 401 mobile Realme. Let's give quantity 4 here at the rate of 50,000. So it become 2 lakh. Now after this, we need to mention the revenue recognition start date and end date here. So let's select the start date as today's date and end date after 4 months. 20th of February. Now let's save this. Of this. Okay, now come to the related records sub tab here. So right now no records to show, as here we have selected the manual update for the revenue recognition. So we need to update it manually. For that, over to transaction financial and update revenue arrangements and revenue plan. Okay, so here enter today's date and update revenue arrangements. Again select today's date and update revenue plan also. Okay, now let's go to the sales order page again. Now come to the related record sub tab again. Now here you can see now here revenue arrangement is appearing here. Now let's open this in the another tab. Now let's view the revenue recognition plan here. We will do one thing, we will update this plan again. Okay, now let's go to the sales order again. Reload this. Now come to the related records. Open this. Now revenue recognition plan. Now let's open this actual one to view the plans. So here you can see number, created number, then this is revenue element number, created element number, then revenue recognition rule. The name of recognition rule is RR underscore this one. Then revenue recognition start date and end date is here. Then overall amount 2 lakh rupees. Recognition method you can see right now we are using straight line by even periods. Okay. After that, item 401 mobile Realme. Now here you can see remaining default balance is rupees 2 lakh rupees. Total recognized amount is 0 because we haven't recognized yet. So that is why it is showing here 0, and here deferral balance is showing here 2 lakh rupees. Okay, revenue plan type is actual one. Now here you can see evenly it has been bifurcated over 4 months, rupees 50,000, because we have chosen the straight line method by even periods. That is why that 2 lakh amount is bifurcated equally. See, 50,000 for each month. Okay, now we'll fulfill this order. Select the location. Okay, item name is mobile Realme 401. On hand quantity is 50. So we are fulfilling this order. Now let's save this order. Okay, let's generate invoice bill. Okay, our product name is mobile Realme 401. Amount is 2 lakh rupees. All right. Now let's do one thing that we'll approve this from here. We are in the admin role. Now let's save this. Okay, now let's go to the balance sheet. I have opened the balance sheet here. Now let me refresh this. Okay. Invoice number generated 1084. Okay, so invoice number generated. Today's date is 21 November. 1084 invoice number. Customer name is Meet Limited. Amount you can see 2 lakh rupees. Okay, in the deferred account. Now we need to recognize the revenue for the month of November. For that, let's go to the transaction, financial, schedule the revenue recognition journal entries run now. Now, posting period, I have selected here November. Okay, now 50,000. Meet Limited, recognition rule is a RR trial one. Okay, now let's check this box. Revenue arrangement number 1370. Okay, now I want to create the journal entry from here. Also, I want to approve the journal so that it will reflect in our financial statements. Okay, journal entry date. If you want to change the date, you can change the date. Here I am recognizing the revenue for the month of November at the end. That is 30th of November. Okay, now create journal entry here. It is in progress. Let's refresh it. Okay, with 0 errors, 100% complete. Now let's go to the balance sheet again. Let's refresh this. Okay, now here you can see 30th November, document number 1869, and we book our revenue. We reversed 50,000 of deferred revenue here for the month of November. See, 22 lakh rupees deferred revenue plus and 50,000 minus. So here we have booked our revenue and we reversed 50,000 deferred revenue. This is deferred revenue. Now let's go to the income statement here. Let's refresh this. We are in the revenue. Now here you can see document number 1869, 30th 11, 50,000 amount. So we have booked revenue for rupees 50,000 for the month of November. Okay, so this is the GL impact. Also, I will show you the GL impact of all the transactions. This is invoice. Also, we have prepaid the amount. Payment. Now see the GL impact of payment. Let me edit this. IDBI. Now with the GL impact of this. IDBI account debit to accounts receivable. See, cash account or bank account debit to customer or accounts receivable. Okay. The bank account debit to accounts receivable here, 2 lakh rupees. Now, at the time of invoice, let's view the GL impact. Okay. At the time of invoice, accounts receivable account debit to deferred income. Here we have credited deferred revenue account. See, customer account or AR account debit to deferred revenue, AR account debit to deferred revenue. Now, third entry at the time of recognizing the revenue, third entry would be, I'll be just showing you it. See, here we have reversed deferred revenue account by rupees 50,000, and here we booked our revenue, that is 50,000. Deferred revenue account debit to revenue by rupees 50,000. So this is how we recognize the revenue. So this is the basic case where we have received the advance from the customer, then we book our invoice, and we need to we need to book our revenue every month for the 4 months. All right. Now let's come to the next scenario. So here you can see in company estimates that it will cost 6 lakhs rupees for the website and marketing materials. So we receive advance from the customer rupees 6 lakhs, but at the time of booking invoice, it created invoice for rupees 4 lakhs. So in such case, there is a difference of rupees 2 lakh because we received the amount of rupees 6 lakh and we recognize the revenue. It means that the actual cost for this is 4 lakh rupees. Now we need to refund this amount of rupees 2 lakh to customer. Okay, so this is also same that here also we are going to use the straight line by even methods. So we need to again, it is just like same only like first case only, like we need to receive the payment first, that is of rupees 6 lakhs. Then in the next time while creating SO fulfillment and invoice, we are going to create this with the amount of rupees 4 lakhs. Okay, then we need to defer our revenue. Let's suppose for 4 months. So 1 lakh each month. Okay. Here instead I'll write 1 lakh. Okay. Now after 4 months, what you need to do that you need to refund the amount of rupees 2 lakh to the customer. So here while at the time of receiving the advance from the customer, we credited the customer. Now for paying the amount to the customer, we need to debit the customer by rupees 2 lakh, and here we are paying cash, so cash will get credited here. Okay. So in this case, we need to refund to the customer. I will show you the method. Rest of the all the entries are same. Only one thing is extra here. I will show you there. I will show you that also. Customer and issue customer refund. Okay. You have to come to this page here and you have to mention the customer name. Automatically it will pick the account and AR account. Okay. Then after entering the details, it will appear here and you just have to refund to the customer. Okay. Also, in our first scenario, we need to associate this in payment with the invoice. Let's do that. Select the account. Now here is the amount, 2 lakh rupees. Okay, so I have checked this box. Now I am associating this invoice with the payment. Now save it. So now I have associated that payment with the invoice. Okay. In our third case, see, we have received from the customer 4,50,000. Now here work cost rupees 7 lakh rupees. So what will happen when we received from the customer 4,50,000, but actual cost of the project is 7 lakh rupees. So we have created invoice for this amount with this amount. Also, we have deferred this revenue for rupees 7 lakh. Now, in this case, we need to receive more money from the customer. So in that case, again, we are going to debit bank account and credit customer account. So these are the few cases. In our next video, I'll be back with some new cases. with the different method. So right now in this cases, we have used the method straight line by even periods. So in our next video, I'll be come back with the other methods. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.